people aren't supported properly.
The last time I got on this, the last time I made a video was a couple days ago. Well, a few days ago, about 3 days ago. And I was expressing, you know, some hurt. Not some hurt, but a lot of hurt. And I told you guys that I would continue to make videos and I would continue to I guess kind of vlog, making videos of my progress, I guess you can say. But since then I've been still kind of going through those emotions heavily, but I've also been like, I don't know, semi going crazy in my head. Like, it's so much on my mind that it's like I don't be having no outlet, no one to really tell these things to. And my circumstances doesn't exactly allow me to really go see a therapist right now, or even like talk about it with anybody. I'm very like standoffish, like antisocial in a sense. I could be super social and then I could be antisocial. When I'm feeling these ways and feeling like this, I'm super antisocial. So in that case, I'm, like I said, I'm guarded. I don't want to express it too much, and I don't want to express it to the wrong people. But I got a platform that I can express it to the people that will listen, because there's no way anyone who is going to take the time out to click on this video and listen to the whole entire thing if they don't want to listen to it. So with that being said, you know, this is going to be my way of venting. And today, I guess what I'm venting about is what I'm feeling here right now. I'm feeling pretty stranded, pretty locked in, pretty like restricted. And it's like, it's so annoying because I'm thinking about how much I've I don't want to say help people. The better way is to like, I've experienced other people's hardships with them, right? And now that I'm going through a hardship, you know, there's no one there to support me. I'm supporting myself. And a lot of people will look at it differently, like as if, you know, I've always been there for you, I've always looked out for you, I've always, you know, blah, blah, blah. But what I realize is people look out for you in their best interest. Like, they look out for you regarding what they can do for you. So it's not, let me try to rephrase that. It's in the sense of like, you ask for help and someone will say, well, I can help you this way. I can't help you the way you want to be helped, but I can help you this way. And then you'll let a person help you the way that they want to help you, but it's like ultimately you decide to yourself, well, you know, I'm gonna decide for myself that I'll put myself on the back burner. I'll help you in any way that I can for you to get what you want. Like a sacrifice. I've always sacrificed myself to stick around through someone else's hardship. And they look at it as, you know, I'm the one that is being helped. But it's like, you didn't help me the way that I wanted to be helped, so therefore I'm not being helped. That's like if you ask for a plate of food and you say you're allergic to something on that plate, and you give that person, well, this is all we got, I'm gonna serve it to you anyway. It's like, well, that's not gonna help me, but it's kind of like, what can I do with that? It's not helping me. And then you think, well, maybe that person has too much to handle or too much on their plate. Let me just help them, and maybe when it's time to get around to me, because they'll free up their time, they can help me. And that's not the case. It's not always the case, and that's not the case. And it's kind of expecting someone to be or operate like you. Someone to have the same heart as you, same thoughts as you. Someone, it's like you think that there's a clone. You think there's another you that's going to do what you would do for yourself and other people for you. And that's not the case most of the times. Like, I can't even say in most cases, because it's not like I've been in so many situations, but so many situations where I've needed someone help. But I look at the times that I could have needed someone help or wanted to need someone's help, and it's like I can't even fix my mouth to ask, or most likely because they're not in a position to help you. And it's like, I've dropped things, I've put things to the side, I've even convinced myself that this was a selfless thing to do, to support someone through their hardships. Be that person that keeps you, like a mother. I've been like a mother to a lot of people, and I guess I've been that way because of how my mother was to her kids, like, but also in a sense where it was like I'm trying to make up or fulfill what she didn't for me for someone else, if that makes sense. I'm trying to be the mother I never had for someone else. And it's like, if I poured into me, and I said this before, if I poured into me, if I was that mother to myself, if I took the time to do that for myself from the start, then I wouldn't even be feeling the way I'm feeling. I wouldn't be going through what I'm going through. I wouldn't be, back against the wall. So it's like, I'm not trying to say I blame myself, but I'm taking accountability. This is me taking accountability for the fact that you can't give yourself to people and expect them to give themselves to you the same way that you gave yourselves to them. Some people are going to give to you in a way where that's all they can give. And sometimes you give to people what they don't need just as much as they give to you what you don't need. So all in all, the lesson is to give to yourself because you know what you need. Stop expecting others to give you what you need for yourself, because everyone is not like you. Everyone is not going to understand you. Everyone is not going to be able to put their life on hold and say, you know what, I'm going to help you out, or I'm going to support you and I'm going to go through anything you go through with you until you get it right. And it's like, that is, and I want to say was because that's what I'm working on. But I want to say that was my issue, like a main issue that I had, and I didn't realize it was a huge issue until I get like to this fucking point in my life. And I felt this way before. It's not the first time, but it got so bad that it's like, it got so bad, like, to where it didn't help me at all. It really like just made me want to erase my whole existence. And like, it made me feel like, what is life, I'm sure a lot of people have felt that way when you overextend yourself to people, even if they don't ask you, but you feel that they will appreciate it, that they would see it for what you see it as, and they will do the same for you. And you know, that's something I'm working on, and that's something I'm realizing here today that I need to talk about in order to fully like put it into the universe as, you know, I'm done with that. I'd rather talk about it with somebody than to keep holding it in. And then when I hold it in, it's like I don't really make a change. So the things I need to talk about, I need to talk about it. So that way I set that intention by talking about it, put it into the universe, and see what I get back. You know what I mean? Of course, you got to do the work. You know, you can't just say it and expect it to just change automatically. That's not how things work. But I'm just saying, like, I'm glad I even can do something like this, because it's like I don't want to hold this in. I don't want to let it build up inside of me and become anger and resentment, and because I've done that. So I guess I'm trying a different approach this time around. It's like I don't want to hold it in. I'm not ashamed of it anymore. Like, I'm not the only one who does this. So with that being said, that's what's on my mind for today, and I'm just praying for the best. I'm super frustrated because of some personal things, but all in all, it boils down to what I just said, because it's important to pour into yourself, because you just never know when you need that pitcher to be full, or even halfway full. You can't do nothing with an empty pitcher. You're stranded, or like in a mental sense, like, or even a physical sense, you're stranded in the sense of like you have no one to call on, you have no one to talk to, you have no one but yourself. So it's kind of like you don't want to pour into anything or anyone else before you pour into yourself, because when you're good, then you can worry about others. But you can't expect for your cup to be empty and for someone to pour their last little bit into you, or pour what they don't have into you, or even if they have enough, still you can't expect someone to do what you would do for someone else and what you want them to do for you. And yeah, I'm just praying for the best, and I hope this video can speak to someone. As far as, I'm not even really hoping that, to be honest, so I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. Like, I'm not hoping for this to help someone else. I know it will, and it might sound harsh, but I'm looking for it to help me. You know what I mean? That goes to show everything that I'm saying. Like, this video is for me. This talk is for me. This expression, this venting, this is for me, and I am sharing it with you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess like this video if you relate, or if you understand. Comment, subscribe to the channel. I might not sound so enthused saying it, but I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. It's a process, and I'm just trying to get through it. And thank you guys for listening. If you did listen to this video, if you stayed to the end, I appreciate it. Yeah. Till next time.